October has been a huge month in the world of real estate, and while there's a lot of data we could look over, I want to give you 5 metrics that give you a general idea of where we're at, where we're headed, and 5 metrics that make the argument that we are looking at a very rapidly growing market. The first metric I like to go with is the inflation. Now, the CPI growth rate, or the rate at which cost of goods and services increase, was at 2% last month. This month we're looking at 1.6%, indicating that things have slowed down slightly when it comes to inflation. And inflation is important, of course, because it directly impacts our interest rates. The second metric that I'd like to look at is, of course, our sales price. Now, currently in all TREB areas, or Toronto Regional Board areas, we're looking at $1.135 million across the board for all types of properties. That is an increase of 1.1% since last year. And more importantly, since September, we've seen an increase of 2.5%. Again, another indicator that things are picking up. Now, the third metric, which I would argue is probably the most important one, is the total amount of sales that were completed in the month of October 2024, which currently sits at 6,658 completed sales. Now, this is a 33% increase since last month on September, and a year-over-year increase of 44.4%, which again is another indicator of how fast things are picking up, which brings me down to the fourth. Now, the fourth metric is the number of active listings, which gives us an idea of what the supply side is looking like. Across the board, we currently have about 24,481 active listings, which is slightly down from last month, about a drop of 4.4%. Now, I would like to emphasize that these 5 metrics are intended to only give you a general understanding of where the market is and how fast it's picking up. But if you are a seller or a buyer that is looking to make moves in this current market, I would highly urge you contacting me and the team or your personal real estate professional to see what makes sense for you. With that said, I'll see you on the next one.